Hey guys, so here's my first Star Wars review. And unfortunately, there's really no other place to start than the beginning. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Yeah, I was a kid when this came out. So, all that was on my mind was new Star Wars movie. Yes! And when I saw it, I was cool with it, because I was a kid. I was like 8. I didn't know any better. But now, having rewatched it since then and very recently, yeah, I know it's not good. And I do realize pretty much everyone has pointed out already what is wrong with this movie, why it's just not that great. And yes, while there is a lot of negative stuff to say about it, it does have its still positive aspects that in a better movie, would have just made it better. But unfortunately, this is what we got. So let's get into it. Now we all know that the writing, it's not good. That is why this movie sucks. That's why the prequels suck. Because the writing is just not good. Pretty much at all. But it's a pretty big issue in this movie because if the writing was better, certain characters who are supposed to be cool would be even cooler. Like this guy and this guy. Even with Obi-Wan, Ewan McGregor, who has become just, one of the best parts of the prequel series. But even in Phantom Menace, he did not start out that strong. It's like George Lucas told him, was like, you'll be cooler in the next movie. You'll be cooler in Attack of the Clones. I'm gonna make you a little lame in this one, but next two, I swear, you're gonna be good. Again, going along with the writing, I mean, the fact that Lucas couldn't come up with more plot, so he just shoved that 20-minute pod race scene in there, is just goes to show that plot was not on his mind. It was the special effects, because he wanted to make them as cool as he possibly could. And while they're fine, they're good, but, there's also the fact that he exists. I never understood the plot as a kid. I was just like, ooh, Jedi. And when this cool cat showed up, I was just like, ooh, evil guy. And after rewatching it, especially now, this plot just, a lot of it does not make sense. I'm not going to get too into it because we'd be here all night. But what I will say about Phantom Menace is that a lot could have been improved upon. They had elements that could have worked if they were just better. And some that, if they just weren't there, that would have been great. Because, yeah. But a big improvement would have been if Anakin was not a kid. If he was a teenager, it would have made this relationship a lot less creepy. And if that would have happened, there was a good chance that Hayden Christensen wouldn't have been cast as Anakin in Attack of the Clones in the first place. And that's all that I want. Another big improvement would have been if Obi-Wan was more of the focus in this movie than Anakin. Because, honestly, he's the one who ends up carrying the whole prequel series. No one cares about Anakin at the end of the day. Who do you remember most from the prequels? You remember this guy. And, of course, getting rid of this douchebag would have been a very big improvement. Now, I know I said there were good parts of this movie, and there are good parts of this movie. The music is a big one. And that ties in to my other favorite part of the movie, which is this guy. I think it kind of helps that he doesn't say much in the movie because it makes him more mysterious, and also if they did give him more lines, there's a good chance that they would have sucked. But the scene that almost makes this movie completely worth it is the fight between Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon. It's choreographed really well, and with the music, it gets you so jazzed up, and it's actually the one part of the movie where you feel really invested. There is a lot to complain about Phantom Menace, but at the end of the day, I actually kind of had fun rewatching it, and it's a great movie to riff as well, which I'm sure everyone has done time and time again. And the fight scene with Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan still holds up. And I felt like I did when I first watched it, and if this movie can do that, then you know what? It's not all bad. And because of those reasons, I'm going to give Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace a barely worth it and a half. Oh, that's it for this review. As I explained in my 50 Days of Star Wars celebration video, I'm going to be reviewing all the Star Wars movies every Friday leading up to Star Wars Episode 7 The Force Awakens. And also during that time, I'm going to be posting on Twitter and Tumblr, just all things Star Wars. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing that as much as I've been wanting to. Life, intervenes. I've mostly just been doing stuff on Twitter, but I'm really gonna try and do both of them frequently. So there you go. And please check in next week for my review / angry rant of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. You'll understand why I defend Phantom Menace slightly. So I'd love to know what you guys think of Phantom Menace and where you think it ranks in the Star Wars movies. And I hope you stick around for more Star Wars celebrations and all that stuff. And you can find the links to my Twitter and Tumblr in the description for in this video. Well guys, that's it for me. I hope you're having a great day and may the Force be with you. Toodles!